Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I am coming to you with this beautiful Beat on the Budget look. I wanted to bring you ladies who are going to prom an affordable look. So all of the products that I'm using, all of the products that I have here are all affordable. And not only that, I wanted to make sure that if you wanted to walk into a drugstore, go to Walmart or a Target or something like that, that you could find all of the products that I'm using in those stores. So I wanted to make sure every product that I use was convenient for you to get wherever you may live. Almost all of the products that I use, if not all of them, are under $10. If you want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. Let's get started. I'm first going in with the NYX Pore Filler Primer. There's a lot of primers that you can use for different purposes, but when I'm going in with a full coverage beat look, I want a pore filler so that all of my pores will disappear. Now I'm going in with the Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector. I recently suffered from a bad breakout, and I also have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. So I am going to go in and conceal all of that, or color correct it first. I don't usually use a color corrector when I'm doing just a regular look, but because this is prom and I want to be super glam, I'm going to make sure that my face is looking very beat and that you cannot see any of my imperfections. So I'm just going in and rubbing that in. And I like to set my color corrector after, because otherwise if I don't, I feel like you can still see the color corrector through my foundation. So setting it just helps with, making sure that it doesn't move with my foundation when I put my foundation on. Now I am using the NYX Liquid Illuminator, and I am using the Pure Gold and Gleam. I feel like it's not like a super glow, but I feel like it gives me like a glow from within. Now I'm applying my foundation, and I am using L'Oreal True Match in the color Soft Sable. I love L'Oreal. I feel like L'Oreal really caters to women of color, and they really think about and consider our undertones and all of that. So I really love them. I feel like anytime I'm looking for a full coverage foundation and I don't want to mix colors, because I hate to have to mix my foundation, I always go to L'Oreal, and I always specifically go to True Match. So as you see, that is what I'm doing here. Filming at like 6-7 o'clock, and the sun is going down, and I'm using natural lighting, so if my lighting changes, that's why. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna get it together for you guys. I promise. I'm gonna get it together. I'm priming my eyes now, and I'm using Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer in the color Medium Deep. As I just said, it is a concealer. I love to use one product for multiple things, especially when I'm trying to save some money. I just think that is the best way to do. So I look for any way to use one product for different things. Moving on to the eyeshadow, I am using the Wet n Wild Au Naturel palette in Nude Awakening, and the color I'm taking here is number 6. It is like a cool tone taupe color, which is what I wanted because this is more of a cool tone type look, and that is just going to be my first transition shade. And since you can't really see too much of a color, I went in with a foundation powder that I had. It was a brown foundation color. I did still want a little bit of brown in this look, but for the most part, I did want it to be a cool tone. But I really did want to bring back some of like my natural skin tone color for my transition shade. So that's exactly what I did here. Just added just a little bit of it. Now I'm taking number 7 from the same Wet n Wild palette. It's kind of like a plumish or deep burgundy plumish color, and I'm just putting that on the outer corner of my eyes. I'm not going to be taking any of these shadows in too much. I just want it, kind of to stop at the halfway of my eye, if that makes any sense. I don't want to go all the way into my inner corner of my eye. And it's okay if it's in my crease a little bit. I kind of wanted it in my crease. I'm going to pretty much blow this look out, but I want everything to be blown out on the outer part of my eye. Now I'm just going in with a clean brush and blending. I think I'm just right here. I think I'm just applying more product and then blending it out until I get what it's going. At first it's going to look a little sloppy, but I promise you at the end it's all going to come together. Now I'm taking the Maybelline The Rock Nudes palette. And I'm taking the color that I showed you there, and yet again just putting that in my outer V. It is kind of like deep a deep purple color. It's very much a darker purple color that I'm using. And you see me talking. This video was originally supposed to be a talk through, but I hated the way it came out. It turned out really bad. The editing, it was really bad. So I just decided to just do a voiceover. Now I'm going into that Wet n Wild palette again and just adding a black, and I'm just taking that black to the very end of my outer V. I didn't want too much black because I wanted to be able to see all of the other colors that I had put on and blended out. So I really just wanted a little bit of depth, which is why I added that black, and I'm just adding it onto the very end. Back into the Maybelline's palette, I'm taking this beautiful champagne glitter, sparkle shadow, and I am applying that to my lid. I did and I didn't realize the camera wasn't recording, but I did go ahead and use that same Maybelline concealer and carved out my lid again and cleaned up all of the shadow that was on my lid, and then applied that shadow onto it. Now what you could do is you could leave it just like this. It's beautiful. The camera is not doing it any justice. In person, that shadow was really beautiful. You could just add some some Fix Plus to it and make it even more pigmented. But I'm extra and I'm going to be going in with glitter because you only get one prom and you only get to, do it on them once. So I am adding the NYX Glitter in Crystal. And like I said, yet again, the camera did not do this any justice. This glitter is so pretty. It's like a holographic glitter. And in person, it is, woo, beautiful. So because I started on my face first and I didn't want to have to all that foundation off and redo it over again, I put a setting powder under my eyes so that it could catch some of the glitter that falls off. That's just going to make my job in cleaning all that glitter off my face even easier. So I applied my glitter. I used the lash glue, and I apply the lash glue in sections and then put the glitter on, and I just do that in sections just so I can, that's just what works for me really. So that's what you see me doing here. And now I am ready to go on with my face. I am using yet again that Maybelline Master Concealer in medium deep. And I just put it on sloppy, and I did the highlight and conceal and contour off camera just because I feel like you've seen me do it before. But I did use the Black Radiance Cream Contour Palette in medium to dark. And now I'm moving on to brows. I'm using the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the pomade. I feel like, I don't know if it's because I'm used to more higher end brow products, or I don't know, maybe that it just didn't work for me. I just feel like it wasn't stiff enough, and I felt like I had to keep on dipping back into the pomade, which I really don't like. I want to be able to apply little product because, as you can see, my eyebrows are pretty full as is. It's just some areas that are sparse, but I just feel like it didn't work for me. I know that their pencil is really good. So if you want to try their pencil instead of the pomade, the pencil is good. I was struggling with them brows. I was struggling. I mean, I stayed on these brows for a good minute, as you can see. I was struggling with them, so I did the best that I could with them. So after that, I went in and cleaned them up as best as I could to try and make them look a little bit better, using yet again, that same Maybelline concealer. And I'm just cleaning them up here. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous liner, and I think they only have one color, which is the blackest black. After doing this, I wish that I would not have done a wing for this liner. I wish I would have just you know, added a thin line onto my lid and not winged it out. So if I could suggest, if you want more of the attention to be on your glitter or your lid, don't wing out your liner if you put liner on. But this liner, this L'Oreal liner, bomb. Yet again, I'm a big fan of L'Oreal. I love this liner, especially if you're beginning. That liner is going to work perfect for you. Now for the highlight. This highlight was amazing. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. And for drugstore highlight, it was bomb. Now I'm just going in with some blush. And I believe, I don't remember exactly what brush it is. I know it's an it's a NYX blush, but the name will be in the description bar. And now I am just applying some lashes. I am just using some Struggle lashes from the beauty supply store. These lashes were beauty supply lashes are kind of hard to put on, especially if it's a new pack. So I was kind of struggling with them, as you can see in the beginning, but they were beautiful lashes. If I can find the name of the lashes, that will also be in the description bar. And there they are. Look how beautiful they are. Now I am applying this lip liner, which is, yet again, I think it's just a beauty supply lip liner. And the lip gloss is a L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paint in Spicy Blush. And that is going to be the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.